Namaste. Welcome to this new session of Yoga with Claire. And today we'll be practicing a little bit of back strengthening through the lens of hatha and iyengar. So please join me on the mat. And if you have with you a yoga belt or something that could be long enough to be used as a yoga belt, at least this much length, would be very useful. And if you have a bolster, a really big cushion, or a rolled blanket, please take it with you. We'll need it later. And for now, please, let's come to Adho Mukha Virasana. So this is child pose, big toes touching at the back, sitting on your heels, knees apart, and bending forward, the forehead on the mat, and all your weight resting onto your heels, your arms lengthened, and your upper arms are not resting on the ground, so your arms are active so that your spine can be active as well. So press your palms into the mat, activate your arm, slight rotation, external rotation of your forearms, and try to lift the belly slightly and try to push your body weight into your heels. So you'll have to pull through your palms in your direction, lift the belly slightly, and bringing your whole body weight onto your heels so that your spine is really creating length. And feel the movement of your breath in your whole rib cage. Keep pressing your hands onto the mat, activating your arms, rolling the armpits slightly in, so the skin of your armpits is rolling in so you can externally rotate your upper arms and forearms. This will create space for your shoulder blades. And try to feel the movement of your breath, also moving the back of the rib cage. So not only the front, but also the sides and the back. Extending your fingertips, creating space in between the fingers. And try to press your shin bones, so your tibia bones, onto the ground. The front part of your shin bones onto the ground, the front part of your feet onto the ground, and try to spread the toes, even the little toes. Keep breathing here. This is a soft way to activate the body before the practice. Okay, very nice. And then slowly lift your forehead and come back up. So, still sitting on your heels if that's comfortable for you, otherwise you can take any other seated position, maybe sit on the bolster. We'll bring the arms to the front and simply lift and flex the hands from the wrist. So keep your arms really active, keep the belly and the pelvis slightly neutral, so the tailbone sliding down, bringing the sternum bone up, not flaring the rib cage, keeping the rib cage slightly rolled in, and start activating your arm and wrist muscles. So for now, only up and down, keeping the fingers really long and active, as if you were really trying to press a wall. And keep breathing, of course. Maybe a smile on your face so that your body knows that you're relaxed and there's no need to tense. And then bring your hands into a fist with the thumb inside and start rolling your fist very slowly, Really bringing the rotation not from your arms, but from the wrists. A few more times in the other direction as well, please. Okay, and then from now, bring the rotation in your elbows. So keep the hands moving, elbows rotating. If you can do a double rotation, wrist and elbow, that's really good for your coordination as well. And now on the other direction. Okay, really nice. And from here, extend the arms to the front. So fingers are really stretched. So the fingertips are really trying to go out. Keeping the wrist and hands and arms active. Let's lift up without flaring the ribs. So try to keep this engagement. And lift the armpits up without tensing the shoulders, keeping your arms in the same line as your ears, keeping the neck really long, keeping the belly in. Try to bring the lower part of your rib cage, so the lower part of your sternum, going slightly rolling in, and the upper part of the sternum bone, so this part just under the clavicle, is trying to lift up. And feel the shoulder blade trying to create space in between them, so not crunching at the back, but rather making space. Pull your fingertips up and exhale, relax. Okay, nice. Now let's come up. So if you need a little bit of stretching for your legs, please come into forward fold, Uttanasana, and simply walk the legs slowly, gently, keeping the knees generously bent, feeling one hip going up, then the other hip. And then bend your knees and roll your spine up. So while rolling my spine up, I like to just switch side and extend the side of my bodies and spine slowly while I'm coming up. And once that you're standing up in Tadasana, so make sure that your feet are hip wide distance, and you want to try to press the big toe mount, the small toe mount, and the two corners of your heels, as well as the whole plate of the heel. So you're really pressing as much as possible the surface of your feet. This will activate the outer leg, the inner leg, and make sure that you're really engaging your legs, bringing the pelvis naturally into this correct position. You can keep the toes lifted if you like to really feel this engagement, or at least lift your toes and bring them back down. Then when you're in Tadasana, please grab the belt. Make sure that your body is nice and long, and bring the belt at the back of your head. So not really the upper neck, rather really the lower part of the skull. And we will bring our arms up and pull the belt. So while doing this, we want to try to keep this engagement of the feet, of the pelvis. Try to keep the back long and flat, and press with our back of the head against the belt. So keep the chin parallel to the ground, and really just press the back of your head, press your feet onto the ground, maybe lift the toes up and feel all the four corners of your feet pressing. Pull with your arms up, keep pulling up. So now the chin will slightly be tucked up. And keep pressing the back of your head. Try to keep your navel close to the spine without really forcing your belly in. Just keep this engagement in the chest and pull the back of the head. Keep pulling, looking in the direction of your hands. Keep breathing through the nose. And relax. Okay, very nice. This is really good to activate the whole upper part of the spine and keep this engagement so that you're not rounding the upper back. Very nice. From here, inhale and bring your arms up. Maybe keep the toes lifted, really pressing. Maybe the big toe is pressing down, elongating your other toes, keeping the pelvis really in the same position so that both hips are on the same line. The rib cage is not flaying up, you're rolling in, so activating your chest. Only the upper part of the sternum is getting really long. And then without pushing your glutes back, try to keep this same alignment like there's a wall behind you. Try to bring yourselves down in forward fold. Keep activating the legs and bend forward from the hips, bringing the hands down, bending the knees. And press the hands and walk or jump, if you like, back into plank. Arms, elbows and shoulders on the same line, keeping your hips not too high, not too low, in the same line as the spine, but bringing the ribs slightly rolled in, and the heels are really pulling back, so extending the back of your knees, so trying to really push up the back of the knees. And then exhale, bring the knees down and chin to chest in between your hands, Ashtanga Namaskar. And then extend the feet and roll yourself up in Cobra Bhujangasana without pushing too much on the hands, using the back muscles. And then let's come into Sphinx pose. So relaxing the legs, only extending the toes, not pressing through the glutes, but only lifting with the top part of the chest and back muscle. So elbows, shoulders on the same beautiful line. And let's breathe here for a moment and try to bring your pubic bone into the ground without using the strength of your glutes. So without pushing with the glutes, keeping the glutes relaxed, but just pressing the pubic bone and lift the upper chest. So if you're engaging the glutes too much, you will also engage the lumbar area, so the whole lower back, and that will bring too much tension. So only try to lift from the shoulder blades up with your upper back. Okay, very nice. So to feel this even more, we will use the bolster. That's where it comes in use. So bring the bolster against your belly, so from a little bit above the hips, of course, because your pubic bone still needs to, and hips still need to be in contact with your mat. And from here, extend the arms, so your lower part of the rib cage is really pressing against this bolster. And we'll be doing the same thing with arms straight. So don't try to push and roll your glutes in, rather try to bring them apart by not pressing through the glutes, but still try to keep your toes really long and press even the little toes on the ground. And from here, don't press too much with the arms, they're only here for support, but try to press the shoulder blades, not towards each other, but into the body. So you're using the upper part of your back muscle and lift through the back muscle. So the pubic bone is going into the ground, but not because of your glutes, because you're extending the legs back and using your back muscle. So the thighs are slightly rolling inward, not outward. And press the shoulder blades into the body without using your arms too much. And look to the front. And relax here, very nice. Now let's remove the bolsters. And let's bring the arms back. So forehead resting on the ground, arms lifting up at the back. Rolling the armpits out, rolling the arms out and pointing the fingertips back, really pulling through the arms and fingertips, extending your feet. So the middle part of your shin bone is trying to touch the ground. Press the little toes into the ground. And from here on the next inhale, look up, and exhale, try to lift your back as much as possible. Breathe here, extend the legs, and exhale down. Very nice. One more time, arms back, then inhale, lift. Don't press through the glutes, just try to create more length into the upper back. Extend the legs and lift, looking up. Lift, lift, lift. Try to create length in the spine. Press your toes into the ground. And exhale down. Very nice. Okay, and from here, Adho Mukha Virasana. So send your hips back. Weight onto your heels. Big toes together, small toes extended. Extend your arms. Upper arms are rolling out and away from the mat. And breathe here. Soft and slow inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. And come back up, and let's come onto our backs. Very nice. So onto our backs, bring the knees to the chest and hug your knees, but try to bring the whole surface of your sacrum. So the sacrum is that flat bone at the base of the spine, and try to bring it really wide on the mat. So try to create some width. And really feel the lumbar, the mid-back, and the upper back on the ground. So no need to bring the shoulders too much to the chest if you're lifting the hips. Try to bring the whole back really flat. Then extend your arms to the sides. And bring your knees to one side, keeping the shoulders on the ground. And inhale, come up only with the strength of your transverse muscles, and come to the other side. You might feel some nice cracks on the spine. Maybe look to the opposite side of the knees. And next inhale, come back to center using the whole abdominal muscle. And exhale to the other side once again. Maybe looking to the opposite side, shoulders resting on the ground. And one more time, inhale up. And exhale other side. shoulders on the ground. Nice twist. And bring your knees up. Once again, hug your knees, then bring the forehead to your knees. Crunch it all up into a small ball. And exhale, release, and come to Shavasana. Extend your legs, pull through the heels so your legs are really long, then relax. Same for the arms, pull through the arms and relax on the ground. And enjoy this moment of stillness. Keep the focus on your breath on the mat, eyes closed, relaxing the whole body parts. And enjoy as long as necessary. I will end this video here. Enjoy your Shavasana as long as necessary. A few more minutes. Namaste. I hope you enjoy this practice and see you soon on the mat. Thank you for your presence and your time.